before we dive into a hail of bullets, take a second to like the video and subscribe to Veteran Game for more honest, no-nonsense reviews and deep dives into everything gaming. Let's get right into Exo-Calibre, the latest vertically scrolling shoot-'em-up to land on pretty much every platform, including Switch, PS4, PS5, Xbox, and PC. If you're a fan of retro shooters, you know the drill. Flashy stages, wild boss fights, dodging a million projectiles, and that old-school challenge that never really gets old. Exo-Calibre from Vampixel Games and Estasia Soft definitely wears its anime and arcade influences on its sleeve. You pick from a squad of pilots, cute, colorful, lots of big eyes and attitude, each piloting their own exomech. The game wants you to feel like you're in the middle of an action-packed anime episode, or at least scrolling through one. Let's hit the good first. Visually, Exo-Calibre pops, bright pastel graphics and clean UI make everything easy on the eyes. The controls are tight and responsive, which, let's face it, is non-negotiable in any shmup. There's a simple but satisfying setup. You've got your regular auto-fire shot, a melee attack to bounce back some bullets, and a dash to dodge out of trouble. The melee option is a neat twist. Deflecting projectiles right back at enemies feels awesome in theory, and sometimes in practice too. Smash some scrap, rack up your score, and after each stage spend your loot to upgrade weapons or get some extra hearts. The RPG-light upgrades are a welcome touch even if they won't change your life. Bosses are where Exo-Calibre shines brightest. Multi-part, bullet-spraying monstrosities keep things tense, and you'll definitely need fast reflexes. If you want an extra challenge, there's a harder arcade mode plus unlockable pilots, and boss rush and time rush for when you're tired of the campaign. On a budget price, that's a decent chunk of content. But now let's talk about the stuff that drags this game down from must play to maybe try if you're bored. First off, the stages themselves, pretty bland. Enemy waves start to blend together almost immediately, and the environments just don't do much to stand out. It feels like you've played these levels before in dozens of other shmups, and the only thing that'll really stick with you are those boss battles. Dialogue. Get ready to button mash through cheesy cliché anime chatter that's as forgettable as it gets. Worse, if you die, you'll be forced to watch those scenes again thanks to poorly placed checkpoints. Not a huge deal, but after a while it's annoying. And despite that melee gimmick, gameplay doesn't really innovate. No screen clearing bombs, barely any power-ups, so you're stuck with your basic kit for most of the game. If you've played genre classics like Radiant Silvergun, Zero Ranger, or even Fantasy Zone, you'll quickly realize Exo-Calibre doesn't have the same kind of magic or depth. It's functional, sometimes fun, and definitely polished, but also very safe. This isn't the game that's going to shake up your top 10 shooters list. So who's this actually for? If you love cute anime art and you just want a simple, accessible shmup you can dip in and out of for a few runs, Exo-Calibre delivers. The price is right, the music's catchy, and those bosses will give you a solid challenge. But if you're hunting for something groundbreaking or looking to scratch that classic shmup itch, you're probably better off somewhere else. Let us know in the comments, do you want more anime-inspired shooters, or is the genre too crowded as it is? And which shmup do you think actually deserves a revival in 2025? For more takes like this, subscribe to Veteran Game and I'll catch you next time, hopefully with something that does a little more to stand out. Stay sharp, pilots!